Hey, welcome to Women's Wellness Wednesday, where I, your host, Tireca, and co host Spado will introduce you to some fun and interesting topics. Welcome, everybody. Let's shake the wiggles off. Waiting for Spado to join us, and then we will get right into it. Just to touch on a few. There she is. Yo, cuz. Welcome. Oh, you're muted, I think. Can I? You good now? No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Spade's going through some technical difficulties, and so we are going to get right into what we got going on. We have a special guest this evening. Her name is Desire. Desire is a longtime friend of Spado's. I believe they have connections through work and also a personal connection as well. I'm super excited to have Desire this evening. We will be doing Go Grab Lunch at 6:30 p.m. So make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Um, Go Grab Lunch is just a friendly gesture, a kind gesture that we do here on Wellness Wednesday. Here we go, Spade. She's back.
I'm
You
back.
got it? Okay. So I just did a small intro of Desire. It is your special guest, so I'll let you take the lead.
It is. Is she
Speedo.
back? Is she here yet?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Well, Desire, um, she is from Brooklyn, and
Okay.
when I first met her, I was just like, oh my God, just this. She had so much spice,
Okay.
and I'm like, she has to get on, and I have to show her, like I
Tell her
want her to come
story.
on and talk to us, and she has some experience, and she's been married for a while, and I think she could bring something different to the
To the
table.
table. Right. We talked about that a little bit on the Big Bros podcast yesterday, his show. What can you bring to the table? And when you said it just then, it didn't sound so heavy. And I
Right.
think what Big Bro was trying to convey was, why do we automatically think of something tangible or materialistic? It doesn't necessarily have to bring, be,
Actually,
aka
I think
bring
that she's actually
something
going
to
to
the
show
table.
that it's anything but materialistic of, her story. And when I heard her story, I was just like, oh my God, like, it was literally life changing. Um,
Right.
so I
So,
think that, it will definitely enlighten a lot of people on relationships.
okay. Okay. Is Desire backstage? So Wednesday, we're on Hump Day Wednesday. Thanks. Hump Day Wednesday. I had a rough one. I'm not sure about everybody else. I was a little nasally just 24 hours ago. So if you get a frog in my throat, that's where that's from. But I'm showing up for myself. I even
Yes.
went live, and I wasn't feeling too hot. But, we show the good, the bad, and the ugly. So every day I'm not going to be
Real.
this masterpiece,
Period. Yeah.
but it comes in different forms. Um, I had I guess the chat nose, when you constantly blowing and then your joints start to peel. I'm just
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah, but you did your
So
thing. You did
I
your thing.
did. Good
Still
evening.
came
Good
on.
evening, Lynette.
We still talked for about 45 minutes on.
Right.
So I think that you did good.
Yeah, you
I
show
wouldn't
up
I
for
wouldn't have did
yourself.
it. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have did it. I'm like, Reek, I'm gonna holler at you.
Right.
So that was what's up. You still showed up.
Entrepreneurship at its finest. Again, I'm not gonna sit and be and pretend that I'm put together all the time. To double back this weekend, I had a rough one. I'm not sure why I was so emotional, but I really, really, I was. I had to check in with my accountability group. They got me together. And even still, I didn't really want that much.
Right.
Sometimes you just want somebody to listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to say what you want to say. And, that's what it was. Um, so I got myself together, and I also was at work. So I really couldn't let it all out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Right.
You have
Right.
to, compose yourself.
What are you
Hey Des, hey
He's
Dom.
in there. Des, where you I think she's might I don't know what's going on with her right now.
you just have to press the button. Whatever link that Spado sent you, just press that StreamYard and you should get right on because she's in the comments.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got over that hump. And after that, I finished out my work week strong. I even went in for some overtime on Tuesday, so despite not feeling too hot, once I started feeling better, I got right back to it.
Got right to it. Yep.
We have goals, and they need to be met. And so I might need a little bit of extra to do that. So overtime was needed.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, listen,
at
least you know what you need,
Right.
And you knew that you had to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For that extra bread.
Right.
So,
It's
that was how my work week was just crazy this week so far.
Okay, the producer sent you the link in your Facebook, Des. So go to your messenger and then you should be good to go. So it's all about showing up for yourself. It must sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm not.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's really what it takes daily. I have to, thank you, Pooh. We have to get up and talk ourselves into, getting up and showing up.
Right.
Right. It's not easy. No. There's a lot of self-talk. There's a lot of self-affirmations that need to be done. I had to sit and literally breathe in and breathe out. It may sound funny, but it's real. And I did that probably about 10 times, maybe just an hour ago, because I still had to get my train of thought together. I had to show up for you ladies. I had to show up for my co-host. I had to show up for myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't let one thing deter you from what you got going on. So what we doing? A minute and you get right back on the horse.
What's going on with today? We are doing Go Grab Lunch today.
We are doing Go Grab Lunch this evening. So it'll start at 6:30. I'm hoping, we can add something else to it. I'm always thinking, we're always thinking. Right. And so what I'm hoping is that if we do have a presence of the masculine gender, that they might try to match what we got going on. Now, I'm not saying it has to be every male on the in the comments.
Right.
But
they can do a little something. Somebody, a male can, that would be what's up to match what we got going on.
If you can match what we got going on. So just in case people don't know, what Spado and I are referring to is Go Grab Lunch. Go Grab Lunch is a nice gesture, a friendly gesture that we are committed to each and every Wednesday to you ladies on Wellness Wednesday. We want to salute you. We want to celebrate you. We want you to know that somebody is thinking of you. So that's the idea behind Go Grab Lunch. So every Wednesday at 6:30, our special guest will pick in the comments, in our audience, our fan base, to pick somebody who should, get treated to lunch. There's no rhyme or reason. You don't have to pay anything to do this. You just show up, open yourself up.
Participate in the comments and
participate.
And engage, in the conversation. And it just might be your lucky day that it may not be something big, but you got to start somewhere.
Right. And it's just an act of kindness. So we're not going to keep, it is what it is. That's the good part.
Yeah.
So, Spade, what are your plans? Okay. It's Hump Day Wednesday. We got 2 days left. What do they look like for you?
I mean, honestly, it's work and the kids. I went out a little bit this weekend. For the first time in a while, I just kind of let my hair down, went out, had a good time. But I think this weekend will just be, the kids and, with them and just having a good time with the kids this weekend. And sometimes I do nothing. Sometimes I absolutely do nothing because I do so much during the week. So sometimes I just want to sit back and not do anything at all. So
mommy and me moments this weekend.
So now this weekend, it will just be me, the kids, and whatever that could offer. I sometimes just go with the flow and just say, we're doing this. We're doing it. So off the top. Just, it might be, I might say, the Poconos. I might say, let's get a hotel room. I might say, let's go to the park. Who knows? It all depends on how I'm feeling, you know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
How
yeah,
about
I'll be working. But the good part is that I'm a little more I think I'm a little more organized going into this week. I think last week I had a lot going on. The month of May has a lot going on for Concrete Rose Candle, and I
okay.
want to talk a little bit about that. That's my
Yes.
candle business. That's my
Rick, I'm
baby.
gonna give you that floor for a second. Let me go.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
So Concrete Rose Candle is another business that I have. Um, we are 2 years in, or excuse me, a year and 3 months in, not 2 years. Slow down. But Concrete Rose Candle has been invited to Lincoln Hospital for May 11th and May 12th. So shout out to that. I have I went there to vend in December for candle making workshops to sell candles, to showcase my product, to get it out there to different people. We had a wonderful time. I did really well. I had a few people reach out to me after that, customers, if you will, who enjoyed their candles when they just were, going past through the hospital, whether they were visiting friends, whether they worked there. I set up a reel. So if you guys want to check it out, please do. Just showing tidbits of what we did at Lincoln back in December. So shout out to Concrete Rose Candle Co. That is my candle business. We offer candle making workshops. We also will be at the Mainline Art Center in May. So May
Hey.
is very, very busy for Concrete Rose
Okay.
Candle. So we will
Shout
be
out to you.
there. Yes,
Doing
thank you.
your thing. Doing your thing.
Thank
You
you.
know, it's not hard. It's not easy. You know, being a mom, trying to do your thing. So that is appreciated. You know what I mean? Like you
Thank you.
actually trying to do your thing. So that is
Thank you.
appreciated.
So May, very busy for REAP. I have the Mainline Art Center. I urge you or encourage you to look on their website, check out the bio. They featured your girl with candles. What I will be doing at the Mainline Art Center is exactly that, sharing my craft, candle making workshops at its finest. You sign up and just bring your enthusiasm, and I'll take care of the rest. All materials are included.
And are you doing
For
class? You
me.
do classes. Where can they book classes with you?
So right now, I'm mobile. I don't have a stationary home. I'm looking for a studio.
Okay.
So what I do is I travel to my clients.
Okay.
There is a
So
studio that I can reserve if the party is large enough in Havertown. So I do have a space. It's depending on how big your party is. If your party is 5 persons or more, then we'll go to the studio.
okay.
Or if you have a den, um, your kitchen, however you want it to go, people transform their special places the way they need to. And all we need for a candle making workshop is enthusiasm, some plastic tablecloths, and again, all that's provided by me. So whatever space you have, I'll make it into what it needs to be.
Hey,
What I
okay.
love about Concrete Rose Candle, we conform, we're flexible. So we even did a candle making workshop outdoors. We didn't know per se, but we showed up for our customer. Everything worked out beautifully, and they were very pleased. So
Okay. Okay.
that's what I have going on. So if you need a
You're doing
date
a
night,
lot. You're
let
doing a
me
lot.
know. If you have a date night idea for your spouse, for your mate, your first date, I'm more than welcome to service you. Again, I bring all the materials. You just pay the fee, the small fee, and I'll take care of the rest.
That's
Your
good.
apron, your vessels, the wax, the wicks, the botanicals, all of that is taken care of for me.
Yeah. So listen, right? So we got into. Can we do a virtual class? She wants to.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes,
sis.
Miss Hill, I can definitely do virtual. I'll inbox you about that. I can send you a kit. So candle making kits are debuting. Miss Hill just brought it out. So yes, I'll send you a kit, a Concrete Rose candle making kit, and then we can go through the class virtually. So
That's
yes.
dope. That's dope. So listen, right? We touched base kind of on it online last week on live.
Okay.
And I think that we should get other women's opinion on what they think about what we discussed last week. Last week, I was on another podcast, and the fellas talked about checking in with their mate, and I couldn't believe that, it wasn't a thing for them. They
Right.
didn't feel as though checking in was a thing that should happen. From the woman's point of view,
Perfect, Sid.
it was just more so of just us saying, "Hey, are you okay? Hey,
Are
call me
you
when you get
alive?
there. I care about you."
Yeah.
And to them it was like, no, I don't have to check in. You could call me if you want, but I'm not, calling to say, that I got somewhere, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just they weren't seeing from a female's point of view what we were saying.
So with that being said, and what we promote and what we stand on is wellness. Wellness encompasses safety. Safety turns into a check-in.
Right.
If I'm your woman and I'm calling simply to check in on you, not to run a tab, not to blow up your phone, I know I'm not your mother. And I think that we sometimes take things out of context, and maybe the fellas didn't mean it in the way that it was projected.
But what I noticed is that it's all about how you say things.
Perception
And,
and
and yeah,
delivery.
yeah, because it was like, if we said it like this, oh, okay. But if we said it like that, it was like you trying to control, and it was like, you have to, like, if I'm your significant other, I'm trying to make sure you are okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to make it seem like, oh, well, I ain't, like, you don't have to be that hard with me. I'm your significant other. I want to make sure that you're okay. And I said it has a lot to do with trust. I think they said something like, staying out all night, or things of that nature. It all depends on the trust that you have with your mate. If I don't trust you, what do you mean you're staying out all night? You know what I mean? So I think that it comes with trust, and for to see if you're safe. Did you make it to where you're going safe? And if I want to talk to, my mate all day long, texting, or I can do that. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right. So for me, in my situation, just for transparency and to not like make this something that it wasn't,
Yeah.
a check-in is simply, I'll check in with you.
Yeah.
Yo, Spade, are you alive?
Right.
Did you make it home?
Did you get to
That's
where
what a
you were
check-in.
going?
That's how I interpret a check-in.
Right.
Now, royalty, hello.
Hey.
So I think if maybe we take the time to explain, just to alleviate the miscommunication that sometimes happens. Babe, I want you to check in because it's crazy out here.
Right.
You're just going to get gas and going to Wawa. I know that. Babe, why
Right.
are you calling me? Because it's crazy. Did you make it to Wawa?
Right.
All right, cool.
Right. Did you make it to where you was going?
That's all. So that's all a check-in really should be. I
Yeah.
don't think it should be,
But it was
what you got,
definitely, I think, made more than probably,
the
what it
safety
was
piece.
supposed. Yeah, it was like, I ain't checking with you. I'm a grown man. I don't got to check in with nothing. And it was like, sheesh.
No, we
You
just want
know?
to know that you're okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I think that it was a little bit more than.
To that.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just all males just going nuts.
Right.
So, it was definitely a time. It was
Okay.
definitely a time.
Okay.
Um,
Um, I wanted to talk about, what do we do when we are frustrated, and it's not with our mate, it's just what we have going on. You know, we're on here to give each other tips, tools, things to cope. So I want to ask the ladies, do you have any tools in your tool belt that you use when you get frustrated? You're in the house, you live with your mate, you coexist, you cohabitat, all that. Um, when you're frustrated, how do you make sure you don't take it out on him? Because once you come down from that heightened space, Dom touched on it on her show on Monday. When you're really upset, you don't think, you're your stupidest person. Like, you're your
yeah,
stupidest. there's no reason when you're that upset. And especially if you're not upset at your mate. So to bring it back to our own wellness, what do we need to do, or what could we do when those feelings emerge? Drop it in the chat what you do when, what you do when you're frustrated. And if you don't know, we need somebody to tap in who does. And I can give you some of the things. I talked about it a little bit when we came on this evening. I really did some deep breathing, and I did the deep breathing because I was pissed. Like my stomach was hurting, not my stomach, but my lower abdomen. I just had surgery, so I'm like, oh my God, am I bleeding? Like,
right.
I was just that upset.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to really recenter myself, and it wasn't
that breathing. That breathing ain't gonna work for me.
I said that, but I tried it. So
yeah.
a try beats a blank, and I had to do it like 10 times.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I think that the only thing that I could do is I need to walk away for a minute, and try to really gather my thoughts, because I can't, when I'm really upset, I cry because I get upset. And, it's just the fact that, when so many emotions come, when those kind of emotions come, you can't control them,
Okay.
like you just, so I gotta take about 10 minutes to get myself together. I don't answer my phone. I won't, but when it comes to a mate, I try not to take it out. I don't want to take it out on my mate, but unfortunately, because there are people that may live with you, they're going to feel it.
Yeah.
But
I think we should be conscious of it. Like right now, I'm saying it out loud. So there's a piece of it where we take ownership. There's a piece that we may deny. Like I said what I said.
Right.
No, it wasn't towards you, but yeah, I was a jerk. So, but I got to revisit that, because if it's really not with your mate, and your mate does provide, some type of grace, some type of peace, he has that, he can give you wellness in a different way. But if you're taking stuff out on him that has nothing to do with him, that's not right.
It's not right. I mean,
so
but
walking away. Okay, Des is here. Let's go ahead and bring Des on. We're gonna revisit this, and then so we'll introduce Des and Angry OG. Yo, introduce Des, then get into go grab lunch. Des?
All right. Desire Washington has just entered the building. She's going to tell you a little bit about herself, and you guys are going to see it for yourself when she comes on, whenever she comes on.
I'm here, y'all. I'm doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make dinner for the old man and everything. I had Big Boy trying to help me do this thing. The fuck? Can't press buttons and then they Tireca. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dad.
Biggie shirt on in the house.
Very
What's up,
good.
everybody? I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad that you made it.
Yes. Okay.
So listen, clearly you came on with that energy. So we already know. So I want you to just tell everyone, about yourself.
Well, it's a lot about myself. I am a mother. I am a wife. I'm a grandmother. I work as a patient service representative. I've been in the health industry for years. I got out of it to take care of some things, home, my husband, and to go back to school and do, administrative work.
And where are you from?
I'm from Bed-Stuy, do or die, baby. Boy, she look like a potato chip. You already know.
So please tell everybody what that means.
That means I'm from Bed-Stuy, New York, Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to all my Brooklyn people. Yeah. I was raised in South Philly though, but I always filter back and forth to New York. You already know it. I met my husband here, was the best thing for me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move the camera around so and so because I'm back and forth. Told you I gotta cook for the man. You don't play that shit. But yeah, I've been in Philadelphia since 1981. I came to Philadelphia. I met my husband here. I went to school here. I graduated, went to college, and all that good stuff. Okay. What else?
I have a question for you. So
I got an answer for you.
I'm hoping that you do. So I see, you've been married. You're married.
Right.
How long have you been married?
This October 19th will be 21 years.
21 years. Congratulations.
Congratulations to
Thank
that.
That's
Congratulations
deep.
to that.
And what would you say that kept you guys together all these years?
Communication, honesty, and a lot of compromise.
A lot of compromise.
A lot of compromise. My husband is not. He's the yin to my yang. So,
So when you met him, it was it. You just knew it.
It was well, no, because I met him when I was 14. So, like I said, I came to Philadelphia in 1981. So I was still little. I wasn't as spicy as I was then. You know what I mean? I was a little girl. When I met him, I didn't like him. Nobody, I didn't want to marry the motherfucker. I didn't even want to talk to the nigga. Like, what? Because he was a hoe, and so was I. However,
at least you're transparent about it.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's why I
Right.
ain't beat the face, and you know what I'm saying? I keep it funky. But we years later, as we got older, whatever, he stopped, and I was trying to be good and be wife, and you can make a whole housewife. And I try, hey, it is what it is. He nobody else could have played his part because I'm a lot to deal with. I'm a lot, and I know I am. You know what I'm saying? I want what I want. But that's where the compromise came in at. He showed me how to compromise. Well, baby, try to do it like this. You might like this way better. My husband, he's not just my man. My husband, he's my friend. That's my best friend. My husband treats me like a queen.
Okay.
All the time. If I lay on my bed and I go on the side and I don't feel that motherfucker, where you at? Better be in the bathroom.
But you've had him for so long with you that you don't even know how to live without him.
I mean, no.
And speaking of
when
that,
my baby when he go on trips, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to get away, so you get a time to to miss your significant other.
Yeah.
But when y'all get back together, it's just y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's just like anything. You don't want something. I don't want no nigga around me all day. Like right now, he out there, he on the whole stroke. He getting the paper. I mean, get that motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? As long as my bills is paid and and my house is kept up and my mortgage is paid, I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, before we get into the inspiring story that I'm hoping that you can share with us, it's time for Go Grab Lunch. It's 6:30.
Okay.
So it's time to go into that audience.
Oh, I love that.
That is so nice. Celebrating great women. Oh, that is so nice.
Aww.
That is so nice. So we're gonna pick somebody in the comments, and Desire, you'll do the honors.
Okay.
Of who you see. Are you able to? Can she see in the audience?
I think our producer could show that. Not really sure.
Before I got into the show, I saw who I wanted to pick already. All right, now, you know what I'm saying? I've been following y'all for a minute.
Hey,
I ain't new to this week. I ain't new to this week. I can't
dig it.
You, bro.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm so glad you're here. I got questions too. So Spade,
I'm gonna have a bottle of this for y'all when y'all get here. Too.
Hey.
Nice. Oh, wait a minute.
Here we go.
Spade, let's go. Here we go.
Two people.
The producer said he's gonna go grab lunch too.
Okay.
So that's
two women
on the table.
Okay.
That's $40 on the table.
Okay.
That's two women that are now going to be treated to go grab lunch.
Two ladies.
All
on the joint. Now, do we have any other men who feel compelled to put that dub up?
So we can match. So we can have. Now we'll have 3 go grab lunches.
It's clean, y'all. Cash rules everything around me.
I'm gonna match as well. Okay. So we got another one.
Okay,
shout out
to
Tim.
That's my folks.
Shout out to Tim. Okay, so we got 3 grab lunch with the women tonight.
Right. So that's $50.
Okay.
That's $60 today.
I'm in and out, y'all. I hear y'all. Trust me, I'm working. Go ahead.
So we need you to pick Miss making dinner. We're gonna need you to pick somebody. Pick 3 people in the audience.
I probably got my husband.
My husband. Dad, I want to get into that because there was a time where that shit used to burn me When somebody's like,
Girl,
yeah, my husband said this, and my he'll be home at 5 minutes. My husband picked up the phone. Girl. But that's when I was younger.
Now you get it.
Now I get it.
You get it. Okay. So is there any way that we can have, because we can't see the comments, is there any way that we can maybe run some so that we can actually see who's been participating, so we can?
Right. So Des is going to pick somebody. We got Sade, we got Kim.
We got Nay. That looks like Nay.
Star.
I know I want Star.
Okay.
And I
Miss
want
Waller.
Can I
Aisha.
Aisha
Waller.
Is it Aisha?
I think it's Aisha.
Aisha. So
Tireca.
Star. I got my. Do I pick one or two?
Lynette was around.
Lynette
was around.
Okay.
Oh,
okay, John.
Offering a dub. That's
all right,
$80.
John.
That's
okay,
$80
John.
now. Okay. That's 4 women that we're gonna have to pick. Who is it that you want to pick? There's 4 women now. We have another male offering to give another grab lunch.
So I got 2 women. I
4 women. Star. 4 women.
I got to pick 4.
Yes.
Damn, y'all, damn. All right, so I know Star, Ish, and Sade.
Malika.
Lee.
Who's that?
Malika.
So who was it? Star,
Aisha, Malika, and Sade.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's our 4
in
for
that
tonight.
order.
So what we need for y'all to do is send a request to Spado. She'll take care of all that. And we'll move on. So we also, when we send you the Cash App, we would like for you to screenshot it, tag Reek and Spade, go grab lunch. We want this to be global. We want this to be an everyday thing. We want you to do it without us saying to do it. Maybe tomorrow when you get up, when the taxes hit, you go grab lunch somebody. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
It don't gotta be just on Wednesday. You do it, let us know you did it, and then we move forward.
Yep.
You know, go grab lunch.
Spread love, y'all.
You know.
That's love. Spreading the love. Trying to.
Yep.
Right.
We need that these day and times, y'all.
So listen, I just wanted you to just tell, I was inspired by the story that you told me about your husband. Okay. And I just want you to go into a little bit detail of why that, your bond with your husband is so important. It made me cry, y'all. And, I couldn't believe, what I was hearing when she told it. So you got the floor.
All right. So, like I said, told y'all, so I met my husband in 84, we got back together. We was never together at that time. When we got older, we got together. I want to say like 2011 or 2007, something like that. But anyway, we didn't get married until we was together for 7 years. Right after we got married, shit got real quick. My husband took a fall on his health. He was diagnosed with hypertension. We ain't gonna get into the whys or whatever, but he was diagnosed with hypertension, so he had to change his whole life around. And being a woman that I am, I'm not going to do this and that. We're gonna do this thing together, from the rooter to the tutor.
Okay.
So I changed, I changed my eating habits. I changed my, the way I look at food, the way I eat, the way, I try to exercise as much as I can. I'm not as diligent as I used to be. I'm getting there though. We're both getting older. You know what I'm saying? My husband's 54. I'm 52. And his health was completely depleting. His creatinine levels was low, and it was just a mess. So, years later, we found out that he needed a new kidney, and he needed to go on the transplant list. Unbeknownst to everybody else, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, and I believe in a higher power. And I prayed and I asked God. I said, Lord, if it's meant, it is what it is. But I want to fight. I'm a fighter, and I like to help. I like to fight. With this. So, and sometimes this too. But I went and I got worked up to save my husband's life. So come to find out, we were the same blood type. He didn't know. I wasn't working. I had got a job because we needed insurance. So I had got a job right while I was getting the workup, and I kept going back and forth to the doctors because they work you up from your head to your toe, everything. Didn't tell him. How I knew he was really sick, we had went on a vacation to Florida, and my husband is very active, a very very hyper type of person. And he was very lethargic. He was very laid back, and I knew that my baby was sick. So I had already had everything in motion. So I told him at the airport on our way, he was like, babe, I'm sick. I said, yeah, I know, don't even worry about this shit. We got this. He looked at me. I said, you are getting a kidney. He said, what? I said, yeah. I said, remember all that time I'm running back and forth? He said, yeah, you getting a kidney. What? Yo, I'm about to get emotional. But it was the best thing. I didn't even have to, some people have to think, oh man, I didn't have to think about it. It was effortless.
Right.
And, I asked from the first, even before we even knew he was going to be on dialysis or had kidney failure, whatever. I asked the doctors from the rip, can I, get tested, to help my husband? Nah, yeah, okay. So I went around their head and I did what I had to do to save mine. Now,
right.
Anybody that know my husband or see my husband, that's a fine motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Say
that
motherfucker
got hazel eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And my baby eyes he was getting jaundice. I had to save my baby. You know what I'm saying? So I gave my husband my kidney 2015. So we got two anniversaries. You know what I'm saying? And me and my husband is so it's just funny because as I was prepping, to give him my kidney, we would get into like a little argument. Sometimes, shit, because he would get upset because he's sick. Why the fuck me? You know what I'm saying? Why me? So, you know what I'm saying? He acting all stupid. So he would direct that anger sometimes towards me. And I said, you don't want, he was like, something. I can't wait till I get my kidney straight. Motherfucker, but you arguing with the bitch that's got the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So fuck you. So, but that's how me and my baby is. You know what I'm saying? But it was the
Des, I was just saying that. What do you do when you're angry? But this particular time, it wasn't about you, but he was angry, taking it out on you. I just had said that,
Yeah.
What
But because I've been through, listen, Tireca, I've been through hell with gasoline drawers on and dance with the devil. And I'm back here to live to tell about it. You know what I'm saying? So ain't too much a motherfucker can do to me. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I just do what I gotta do. Cause
were were you his blood type or were you a blood type that could help? Universal.
Same blood type, boo.
Wow.
Okay.
That's what fucked me up. I said, I wasn't sleeping with the enemy. Oh, all right.
Yeah. So it was a blessing. Like you guys are really soulmates. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I always remember every time I talk about the story and every time I think about it, I think about because they had to take me first before they took him. And I remember laying on a stretcher and I'm looking at my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is the bomb, y'all. Oh my God. So many people, oh, my mother-in-law, I can't stand that bitch. My mother-in-law is the shit. So I'm staying on the stretcher and I'm looking at her. She looking all worried because she got two of her babies about to go under. And I said, come here, Wanda Shay. Her name was Wanda. I said, come here, Wanda. She come over. I said, everything gonna be all right. I said, but just check this out. If I don't come through, I did my job. I'm all right. As long as he all right. If God take me from this earth today or tomorrow, y'all, I've done his duty. I gave life and I saved one.
Yes. What else is there to say? You did both.
Yeah, that just got me emotional. So I'm gonna take a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Let it out, baby. I can, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm blessed. And I pray for the rest. Rico,
Des,
we
we
you
love
see me in person, boo. I love you. Look, that one, I ain't seen you yet, Rick, in person. But that little light-skinned motherfucker right there beside you, that's my mom. from hello. You know what
Yeah.
I said? That's my motherfucking baby right there.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I know. I heard it. I heard it. Thank you for an amazing story. We
Yes.
appreciate you sharing. We
Anytime.
appreciate
Thank
the
you for having me.
transparency.
Yes.
No, it was an honor to have you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
stories like that are why we have Women's Wellness Wednesday. We goof off a lot.
Right.
We you know, we go to the left
Good
sometimes.
evening.
You know, we do what we got to do, but the importance of touching on such topics need to be heard.
Yep.
You
Absolutely.
know, and thank you so much for bringing that to this platform.
No
Nobody
problem.
else could have told it better.
No
You saved
problem.
a life
I
with
want to
your
be on a.
own.
I'd rather be on a platform with my family, so they know.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We strong. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We do this shit from the
Stronger
muscle.
together.
You know what I
And
mean? And
it's
it's us.
yeah. And it's,
I
I mean,
love
and it's a
that.
blessing. You know, we talk about relationships all the time, you know, and we talk
Mm-hmm.
about how imperfect, you know, certain, how imperfect they may be or how good or bad they may be. But here goes your story that wasn't, you know, it wasn't, it's real, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, you know, how much you love your husband and how much, you know, just to think about how you had to change how you ate after giving a, you know, giving a kidney,
Mm-hmm.
what
Yep.
it changed for you, you know, maybe mentally, emotionally, and, you know, the way that you eat now. I know that I eat lunch with you all the time, and I'm like, you don't eat meat. All you do is drink water. You know, you got to save that kidney that you got.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but you did it for the greater good.
Listen, at the end of the day, me and my husband has built an empire. We have our son, we have our grandchildren. I want to be here for my grandchildren. You know what I mean? I want to be here um for people that really that need me, like my family. I don't have much. I'm the youngest of four. It's only two of us now, and me and my sister. We're not as close as we should be,
Okay.
but it is what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm trying to, I am not perfect, God knows, but I'm trying to live my life every day better than I did yesterday. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? And when you, that's the goal in life. One should want to elevate. You know what I
Right.
mean? Be better person, be better. You know, you're not gonna like the same things you liked when you was 20. I'm
Yes.
52. I don't like the same shit that I used to like when I was 25. I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it is what it is. Your taste buds and your taste buds change every 10 years. So why wouldn't you as a person change? You change is growth. I'm an old
Yes.
dog that don't like new tricks, but I can roll with the best of them, you
Right.
know. You know, so I do the best I can. I love who I love and I do the
When you
best
go
I
see her,
can.
I want to go. I gotta go. Some people want to meet you. It seems
Who
that way.
wanna meet me? Who? I feel like out. Who wanna meet me?
We all
We
going.
love that.
They all
We
Okay.
wanna
all
meet you. They're
going.
loving you. They're loving you.
The producer said we all going.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we
I
all going.
appreciate all the love, y'all. I really
We
do.
appreciate you.
It's my first time doing something like this on a podcast, but I'm not fake. I don't know how to be fake. And I keep it 1,000.
You
Yeah.
haven't been.
Yeah.
Virtual hugs. Yes, Lynette. Virtual hugs.
Yes, Lynette.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I love it. All the love. Come on, Star. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
I'm
But
So,
glad.
Des, what leave us with something tonight that you I want to meet Spado. Here we go.
You already know I'm around.
now what, baby?
Spade, I'm gonna go get some water.
All right. Wait. What would you gonna? Okay. So she wants to know what would be something that you could tell women that could go with them through life. You know, you're at, you know, still a young age, but you know, something that would inspire young women, women all over the world, you know, old women, whatever, that you
Mhm.
think that people should know. That you think
I
women should know.
think women should stay true to themselves. Before you can love anybody else or do anything to anybody else, you have to love yourself. And when I mean love yourself, I mean love yourself. You know, people. I go for one. I go to the hairdresser every week.
Mm.
That's my psychiatrist. He not only does my hair. Shout out to Jay Celine Salon.
And at what
Um,
time? What time you go?
7:30 in the morning. You already know.
7:30 in the morning. Okay. But you do it every week. This is a thing. This is what
Right.
you do every
So
week.
I have a chance to, you know, purge out all that was going on with me throughout the week. I listen. He gives me great advice. You know, he's like my little brother.
They
I'm
want you to
sorry.
give some advice on the new diet that you are on now.
It's not a diet, babies. It's a lifestyle.
Hey.
All it is just fruit, nuts, vegetables. You know, I do eat, I'm a pescatarian. I do eat fish and I like my dairy. So that's why I couldn't become, in a perfect world, I could have probably been a vegan, but I like my cheese. So
yes.
I would tell, my suggestion is try to take every week, take a day out of the week. No meat, no salt, well, not salt, but not sugar, no sugar, low salt. This is what I use as far as salt. I use Morton light salt. That's what I use. You know, but I don't cook with salt. So
you did this based off of, you know, your husband had hypertension, and
yes.
also with yourself is just you have one kidney.
Yep.
So this had to be life changing anyway for you.
Yep. And it was. And you know, like I tell people, marriage isn't for everybody. It's not. You know, some people are in love with the word marriage. And when you talk about sacrifice, giving somebody your organ, that's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? That's like,
that's
you
huge.
know, yeah. And
that means you're not going nowhere.
No. And the thing about it is, like, when this was during the process, my husband and I are very inhibited. We don't like to talk about certain things. And this was very a depressing topic for him going through the process. So I had to hold this in for almost 2 years. I couldn't tell anybody anything. I couldn't, but the couple of nights before the operation, I told my sister and she was like, what? I'm like, you know, anybody that know my sister, Shantae, you ain't meet my sister yet, but wait, you know, she like me, but 2.0.
Right.
She couldn't believe it. She was like, Dad, like, what? But I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, it is what it is. Isn't it life? Let marriage is life or death.
Yeah.
You know what
Till
I'm
death
saying?
do you part, baby.
Till death do you part. And you know, I'm not trying to die, and I don't want to part for my husband, so I had to get on the bandwagon and save my baby.
I know,
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And a lot of people say, well, what made you? Nothing made you. When you love somebody as much as you love yourself, because I love myself. It's not okay. You is not even a choice. You know what I mean? And even on the operating table, I can remember the doctor saying, "Are you sure?" I took that motherfucking joint and put it right on my face. Fuck you mean, am I sure, dog? Yes.
Hurry up.
Yo.
Let's get it. And it's crazy because the devil works for real shit. The devil works in mysterious ways, because the night before we had our operation, our transplant, it was something going on with the blood or some shit. Yo, doctors, I said, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Y'all better get my shit right, and he better have my kidney the next day. It was gonna be a problem. So,
and they got it right.
I'm fighting the fight.
Right.
So that's all I know is the fight.
Right.
And it paid off. Y'all living, y'all thriving. He's happy, you're happy. The bond that you guys have is legit eternal. You know that's rare.
Yeah.
That is rare.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, God, you know, blessed me abundantly just by. I'm just gonna turn the camera around for a little bit to show y'all that time that motherfucker ain't fine, y'all. What the fuck? What?
Amen.
You think I gonna say, child? And these are my grandchildren.
Amen. Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So God, I try to do the best I can. I'm not perfect, like I said. You know, I take my punches as they come. I might throw some along the way.
Right.
However, I know everything is for a reason, and I know God not gonna put you through nothing that you can't handle. And not only that, you can't go through fire without coming out platinum and diamonds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, one
So
thing I can say to you, Des, is that you inspire me every day. I see you every day. So,
I love
you
you. I love you, Spado.
inspire me every day. And, I thought that it was very important to come on and show everyone who you are and, how inspiring your story is. And, that you, you change someone's life forever,
Yeah.
and I think that that is very, it's inspiring to me. And, I just pray that one day that, I will have someone just like you and your husband, just just real with each other, best
Oh
friends,
my gosh.
and hopefully we reach that kind of blessing in our life.
Yes.
21, 20, almost going on 21 years, y'all. The best thing that I ever did. I can't speak for nobody else, but
Rick crying over there.
No,
Rick.
what was
Rick over
going
there
on
emotional.
was I was choking. I
Oh,
was
sorry,
choking and
Rick.
my joints is a little glassy. I'm cool. I
Okay.
had to step off, get some water. I told you I wasn't feeling good
Right. Okay.
a couple days ago. So I probably, when I got the frog in my throat, when I said I was about to cry, it came, but then I couldn't get it together. But I'm straight. I'm good. Des, I want to say thank you. I want to
Absolutely.
say that this platform is for women like you. This platform was for you.
Yeah.
I humbly thank you for doing what you did. Being transparent. Some people, are guarded and gated, and that's okay. But when we find individuals that aren't, it just really goes to show where you are in life, what you still want to give. You've given life and you still want to give the story. You still want to give inspiration. You still want to give encouragement. That's huge. You should be
Absolutely.
tired. You constantly love on
We ain't
people. I
tired.
know how you feel about Spado.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Don't get us started.
So, again, thank you. We're so glad to have you and we want you back.
Mm-hmm.
So please
Yes.
I'll
look
be back.
forward, please look for that
Mm-hmm.
invitation.
Absolutely.
And so I missed what she was going to leave us with. I wanted Des to leave us with a jewel this evening that the ladies can take with them. I believe it was self-care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Self-care.
self-care.
Loving
And we
yourself.
talk
Love
about this all
yourself all the
the time.
time. You have to love yourself. I mean, like I always say, as far as the gym, because I'm not, my mind ain't right with that, but it'll get there. But if we take time out to get our hair done, our nails done, our feet done, makeup, we could take care of ourselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can, when you look good, when you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel
Yes.
What I
good.
say. That's
Yes.
what I
You know what I'm
say.
saying? So, and I'm looking mighty good over there. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that then. And
Well,
is.
you get it done on Saturday at 7 a.m. So if you don't
Yes.
listen, we know that
Don't
you
forget.
want to go get it done.
Yes, Jay Celine, baby. Yes. Yes, he
Plug
get
them.
these two
Jay
stands
Celine.
together. Jay Celine. Yes.
Saloons. Okay.
Where's he
Celine, yes.
located?
He's located at 63rd Girard Avenue.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. For everybody that want to check him out.
He the bomb. Check him
Please.
out on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I've been with him for over about 20 years.
Okay.
So
You know.
loyalty. That's that Brooklyn loyalty up in
You know what
here.
I'm
Yes.
saying? We don't do nothing but spread love, baby. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We don't go to sleep. When we go, we
Yes.
we when we die, that's when we rest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, I got to keep it pushing because I got grandkids. I have granddaughters and a grandson. I want them to see what it is for a woman to be treated as a queen and what a man do for a woman and what a woman do for herself. Like
Yes.
Yes.
my husband, like he be looking at me like, I'll be like shit like that after 20 something years.
The
Yeah.
Brooklyn way.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, for real. How did little girl say, Rika? Period.
Period. That's exactly how it's
Let's get
going.
into it.
Let's
Let's
get
get
into
into
it.
it. Okay, you
So,
already know.
Spade, do you want to leave the folks with something tonight before we chuck them deuces?
um, no, I think you should do it. I think you're a little emotional over there, and I think that you should do it.
Bro, it's not my emotions.
No,
I
it's
was
your
just
emotional.
coughing.
Yeah,
Yo,
emotional.
wow.
Go ahead. I want you
Anywho,
to leave them with something.
okay. I want to leave the folks with this. I want to say, love yourself. Be honest with yourself. I think sometimes we get into situations where, we know what we should be doing and then we talk ourselves out of it and make sense of the bullshit. So I want you to keep it a being with yourself.
That's
And
right.
God don't bless no mess. So
That's
even though you're trying to make sense, say that then, Des. They'll try to make sense of the nonsense, but you can't. So go ahead and do the right thing and keep on pushing. The right thing may not always feel good at the time, but it is the right thing to do. And, trials and tribulations, there always is triumphs. And I want to say that God don't
That's
bless
right.
no mess. No, he don't.
No.
That's right.
Warning. God don't
That's
bless no
right.
mess.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes,
So trials, turn into triumphs. Keep that. Just that's what I want people to know. Be real with yourself. Then say self-care, and Spado always keep it a bean.
Keep it a bean.
That's just what
keep
it
it
is.
a bean, and just and I think that being just true to yourself, and even if you haven't been that, learn to be that. Learn, learn how to, put yourself first.
Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positive people, because it's easy to fall into the negativity side of things. It's hard to look at things on a positive because it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it might be uncomfortable. Sometimes you might gotta go on your uncomfortable. I'm going through it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With on a professional tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be nice to the op. You know what I'm saying? That's very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But and with that being said, sometimes the op might be a way to get to the bag. So you're not gonna get me away from the bag. You know what I'm saying? I tell Spado all the time. I said the mafias do it all the time. They kiss a motherfucker before they kill him.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
On both sides of the cheeks. Wham, wham.
Then I say, my favorite movie of all time is The Godfather. Don't play with me.
The Godfather. What? I know, girl. I see. Okay.
Girl, I'm trying to. She ain't see Scarface yet. I'm trying to get my little bit.
I ain't
baby,
see it yet.
movie night.
I done seen a lot.
Movie night with some wine.
We're definitely coming over. It's gonna be a thing.
We're gonna do a movie night, and we're gonna go
good.
that.
That's exciting.
We'll set it up.
Mi casa es su casa, mommy. Okay.
Perfect. All right, ladies, we're gonna wrap this thing up. I want to shout out everybody in the comments. Thank you guys for coming out. Des, don't hang up. We're gonna see you backstage.
I'm not baby.
To our fans, friends, family, we thank y'all. We love y'all. Come back next Wednesday. We will have another exciting guest. That's the Cash App to those. I think it was John, Tim, our producer, and our Cash App.
Right.
If your name was mentioned, Sade, Star.
Aisha
Waller, and
Malika.
Was it Malika?
Malika.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know my girls. I know y'all. I know who I said. I know what I said.
I love that. So we thank you, and we'll see y'all next week. I love y'all.
Love y'all.
All right.